Let's look at the latest New England Patriots rumors around a story from Chris Sims. Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports ready to walk you through today's story. So Sims is one of these guys who used to play NFL quarterback and has actually done a halfway decent job in terms of being able to evaluate quarterback talent. The reason why we're talking about this on today's show is because Sims ranked not only Cam Newton, but he ranked Mac Jones in terms of his top 40 quarterbacks entering the 2021 season. He had Cam Newton in the 20 spot, and he had Mac Jones in the 30 spot. What we like to do here at Chat Sports is not only give our analysis, but we're also going to ask you guys a whole bunch of questions on today's show, so I want you guys to be prepared. Coming off a year where Newton had a 65.8% completion percentage, 2,657 yards, 8 touchdowns, 10 interceptions through the air. He also, though, the biggest reason why anybody's going to talk about Cam Newton maybe being at quarterback 20 in terms of Sims rankings is simply because not what he did through the air, but also what he was able to do on the ground. So in terms of Newton, he had a good start to the season. He actually had 4 touchdown passes, was actually one of the MVP leaders, and some of these stats don't really always show you that. However, I will give Newton the benefit of the doubt coming off a strange year where he wasn't able to play in 2019 due to injuries. And then you have COVID and everything mixed in. But the one thing that, the only way that he can be a top 20 quarterback, in my personal opinion, is if you do look at the ground game. Anytime you're able to put up 12 rushing touchdowns, whether you're a running back or, hell, even a quarterback, that definitely deserves to be looked at. And then for the quarterback that the New England Patriots drafted in the first round this past year out of Alabama, Mac Jones, he didn't win the Heisman, but he was definitely a top 3 finisher, right? 77.4% completion percentage, 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. I mean, this kid was absolutely sensational. Now, there's going to be a lot of people out there like, oh, well, he played in the Alabama offense. There's no doubt that there was a lot of talent on that team, but Jones also won a championship, and he was a big-time leader, probably one of the best quarterbacks that I've seen from Alabama in a very long time. So here's what Sims had to say on Jones. Yeah, he's a rookie, but he is an experienced rookie. And I know there's only 17 games in college, but it's all those years in Alabama and playing the tough SEC schedule and everything about that. And all the things you hear right now, listen, it's been nothing but positives. Here's what Sims also had to say on Jones. You don't even hear things about first-round picks in New England. You don't ever hear, They're quietly gushing about him. That tells you it all. He is the most NFL-ready quarterback to come out in the draft this year, hands down. I mean, that's some pretty high praise from Sims, who, again, has actually done a halfway decent job in terms of being able to evaluate quarterback talent. But when you're talking about the top 40, I am curious in where you guys would rate the placements of Newton and rate the placement of Jones. So do you think that Cam Newton is a top 20 quarterback? Do you think he's the 20th best quarterback? Rate that 1 to 10. 1 being it's terrible, 10 being it's very good. What about Mac Jones being the 30th best quarterback? Rate it from 1 to 10. I know a lot of Patriots fans are going to see this, and I know a lot of people are going to hate on me for it. Both of those rankings are simply too high. There is no way Cam Newton deserves to be 20 after the ducks he was throwing last season and even everything I've seen this season. I actually would probably have Mac Jones ranked higher than Cam Newton. So if you want to keep Jones at 30, I still think that's a little bit of a stretch simply because I haven't seen it yet. But in my opinion, both of these guys deserve to be, or they don't deserve to be in the top 30.